Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube channel, my YouTube Live, or my Facebook page Live. I really do appreciate it when you do join me. I do go live 5 times a week, and there are various times that I go. But today is Wednesday, and it's my Mystery Wednesday. Now, part of my mystery is I've changed it up, probably over a year ago now. And that's where I picked 3 different things that you would probably have in your studio, like something like a color, or you would have a stamp set or something like that. So this way, at least you get to use your stuff in your on your different projects. But also another thing with my challenges, remember to there's a link. You can put a picture in my Facebook group down below here, and you could be entered into a random draw for either. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't sent out the one for June yet, but you could, if you live in Canada, you could get a product, and if you live outside of Canada, you could get a really nice tutorial. So remember that this is part of a live, and if I am talking with different people you don't like that, you can just watch on the replay. Remember to tell me that you're watching on the replay, and then you can just scoot on by all that part. So hello to Judy and to Janet and to Laura. Welcome. I really do appreciate you coming here. All right. So the clues today are monochromatic. Now, what is monochromatic? Monochromatic is where you would take something of the same. Oh, I'll just read what it says. Now, I happen to get this color wheel. I got it at On Stage, but in your annual catalog, there, you've also got a picture of the color wheel on there. But monochromatic is choose one color that you love. And oh my goodness, I do not love this color. And pair it with shades and tints of that same colors. And your colors will always match. So you would go into, I might as well tell you what color I'm picking. I'm picking Old Olive. Can you believe it? Old Olive it's been around forever and ever and ever, and I never really used it. I know a lot of people use it for Christmas. I don't use it that much for Christmas, but anyways, yes, Felicia, I am a busy person. Yes, but 5 times a week. I'm at the point next week. I'll only be going on twice because of me being away. I'm going to pre-record them, or if my son will come on with me, then we'll do it next week. Anyways, I'm going to use Old Olive, and Old Olive, I really like Old Olive with the Granny Apple Green and the Mossy Meadow, but we are not doing um, we're not doing a Nautilus cards. We are doing a monochromatic. So I'm going to stick with the Old Olive. There might be a tiny bit of Mossy Meadow in there because of the designer series paper. Oh my goodness, I'm not even down below. But anyways, this color chart is amazing. So I'm just going to put that off with my stuff. And actually, that's how I did put my, I went and did my color and my cardstock behind me. All right. I love this stamp set. Now, this stamp set is kind of a hidden gem in the annual catalog. And you know what? I can't even tell you what page it's on. And I don't even know if I have a catalog down here, which is totally ridiculous. I know it's down here somewhere. Oh, there we go. So I will show you where this particular stamp set is. I really like the sketch. And if you've been around for a long time with Stampin' Up, this might look a little familiar because it sure does look familiar to me. Okay, I think it's at the back here. Yeah, it's on page 118, and it's just there with watercoloring and that sort of stuff. And that's exactly what we're going to do, is a tiny bit of watercoloring. The other parts to the clues are green, monochromatic, and simple. And I think it's so simple. It's so good these times is to make some simple cards. That way you can really pump them out if you need to pump them out. Okay, so I have my old olive. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper, and I've scored it 4 1/4. We're going to fold into that mountain part. That's the raised up edge. I know you fold it in the opposite way of what you think you should fold it. We're going to get a really good score line there. Now, I am using this designer series paper, and this is that golden greenery embossing or designer series paper, and it goes great with this. And then I thought I'd come in with watercolor paper. Now, this watercolor paper, this piece happens to be 2 3/4 by 4 inch. And this is the Fluid 100 paper. But I want to put this stamp on there. I want to do watercoloring. And the thing that you really should do when you're using watercoloring is to use StazOn. I really have gotten away from using any kind of StazOn on my stamp sets. So I am just going to go and I'm going to do it with heat embossing with the black. I'm hoping that that piece is straight. Do you know what? I think I'll put that on after. All right, so I have my Versamark, and I'm just going to come on here. Now, it goes quite dark because it's quite a bit of black on there, but honestly, it really, it works out great with this particular technique that I'm going to be doing with it. So we're just going to press it down. And now I spilled my black, and I did have one extra thing. This is that Wow embossing powder, and I've been telling you all the way along, it's amazing embossing powder. I replaced all of mine because I wanted it to be fine, and this is very fine. And so I'm just going to put this on here. And we got a bit of a halo on there, but that's okay. We can get that off. I like when you have a halo on watercolor paper, it tends to be, it works okay on there. And there's another one on there. You know what? I'm just going to come, instead of using my fingers on there, I'm just going to come in with my a brush, and we're just going to put some of this on here as well. Let's see how that's. And I do have to put this in, and I'm going to have to get some more of the basics because I spilt it. Now, I'm going to keep that there for the time being, and let's get this out of the way. I'm just going to put this here. I'm coming in with that little thing. I don't know what it is about this. I like this. It's Your Day and Just a Little Note. I think that Just a Little Note is an amazing stamp. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Versamark on there. And let's just put that right on there. Hello, Sandra. Yes, we are melting, that's for sure. You see what I'm doing here? Monochromatic. You notice? Doing this just for you. Sandra did our team challenge this month, and it's monochromatic. So I told her I'd help her out by doing some of this, or I'd do some of the challenges as well. I usually try to always on my lives. Okay, and I'm just going to come in with that brush again. All right, so we're just going to put this back in there. Oh, this is why I keep mine in those containers, because I tend to lose half of this all over the place. See, I just can't get it in there. I'll just put it out of the way, and then, ouch, and then we'll just go in and do that. All right. Lorraine, you're not back though, right? You're still in Saskatchewan, right? Good morning, Michelle. me see. I can't see some of these things. Oh, he came home for the tea meeting. Was it really that hot up at Lac Lejeune? My goodness. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to heat set this. You'll see, even though this has got a lot of, oh shoot, I really like to go a little bit more on that. Just a note. Just let me go and just fix that one up. I have to do that or else it's not going to work very good. Hello, Pam. Yeah, this is one of those stamps that you just go, oh my goodness, it's such a nice stamp. And it really helps with doing, look at this. I obviously have a halo on it. Maybe I should put my glasses on. Oh, you got home last night. Ooh, a long 14-hour drive. Oh my goodness. I thought you were coming home much later. Okay, well, welcome home. All right, so then I'm just going to come in and heat set this. Oh, not as hot as here up at Lac Lejeune. Yeah, I would imagine it cools down. Well, it cools down quite a bit out here as well, but the sun goes behind that mountains, right? Okay, so like I say, we're working on monochromatic. So I'm just going to get this done. But see how it works so well in just this fine, like to do the just a note. And you know, my other black that I did have was really kind of funny. I don't know if embossing powder goes bad, but it was just going shiny. It wasn't embossing. It was kind of almost like I'm overcooking this. Look at this. I'm overcooking this. Well, it'll be okay. All right. So easier to overcook this particular one, just to let you know. All right. So then I have my old olive ink pad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come like this, and I'm just going to take my stamp pad, and you can make this into another stamp pad. And I'm coming in with my water brushes. I'm just going to do the fine one because this one actually has it's kind of funny. It's not see, so we're just going to do this. We're just going to get that. It pulls on where the embossing powder is. And here. I'm just, and how simple is that, right? We're talking simple, remember? And we can get that same you can go and get more color in on that one side. I think I need some more ink here. You're gone again on Sunday. Oh my goodness. Yours did the same thing. I was wondering if was it, I don't know what it was, but anyways, and it's funny that it went right around the same time that we got our new embossing powder. So, all right, so I'm just going to come and just do a tiny bit down below here. And then also, just like this. Just like that. So that's going to kind of just, and I'll just bring that up and show you that. And that just gives a bit of the watercoloring on there as well. Now, I could stick with the watercoloring, but I don't like the splatters as well as I do with either the markers or with the Stampin' Blends. So I'm just coming in. This is an older one, so it's gonna be okay. So, oops. So I'm just going to go and, oops, there we go. And there's our splatter on there. Sticking with the green and the old olive. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, so then we have that. So let me just, I'm just going to, oh, and you know what else I want to do? I want to, this Spotlight on Nature, I really like this one stamp. It's kind of a thatch sort of stamp. So I'm going to come in with my old olive. And I'm just going to put thatch on there. Hi, Lila. So, like I say, just, and that just sort of adds to the type of the stamp that this particular stamp is. So see how it, and we're just going simple, remember? All right, so then we have this to go on here. And then I thought, you know what, I still could do something a little bit different on there. So let me just, this one didn't, I didn't overburn, I didn't overcook it. So I'm coming back in with my old olive. And I thought, oh, I need this a little bit. I want another layer on this. What did I say this was? This was 2 3/4 by 4. 4? Yeah. So I'm going to go, you know what? I'm just going to cut this in half, 2 3/4 by 4. That way I've got a full piece to do. So I'm going to do, this is 4 1/4. And 2 3/4 is going to be 3. There we go. So we've got that to go on there. There we go. And then what I want to do is I want to come with my scissors and I just want to rough this up just a bit. Even though it's a simple card, we can still do a few different things to it, right? And let's just do this. And then we're also going to come in with our blending brush and just add a bit more darker, make that a little bit darker around the edge with the old olive. See, I'm keeping right to it. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to come in here. Yeah, this is such a neat set. And a simple set. And it lends to very simple cards and artistic-y looking cards. Does that make sense? So this is just going to go there. This is going to go there. But you know what? We still can go just a bit more. And I'm going to come in with my linen thread because I want to put some linen thread on there. Now, I could keep to the monochromatic. I can come in with my Stampin' Blend. Oh, I really, this one really was dead. So I'm just going to come in. And I know I'm marking this right onto this, onto my mat. This comes off amazing with rubbing alcohol. So like I say, I'm being very diligent for the monochromatic part. Just like that. And maybe just a bit more. If not, I can use it somewhere else. Okay, that one's almost dead. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting this together. I don't know if, there we go. So just put this onto here. And we're going to wrap this around here. It's a little wet, but it should be okay. There we go. It goes a little stiff with the blends. Now this I probably didn't get that tight, but no worries. Let's just move that over a bit. I'll just come in and cut that off. Now, with this being loose like this, if you want it tight, what you can do is you can come to the back. I'm just going to come in with our tear and tape, put one there, and then we'll pull this tight and put it there. And then that makes it so it's tight. And nobody knows, right? And then, see, this won't come off because of it being a stamping blend. If it was a marker, it would have come off. I'm just leaving those things there. Hello, Marge. All right, so it's just going to go on there like that. just a little note. What a great card. Now, you could do a monochromatic card using the yellow with this, right? It's a real ripe pear. And then we're covering up this gorgeous paper. I know. And this is that Golden Greenery Designer Series paper that's on the online exclusive. Let's just put that there. And then we're just going to come in and let's just put some here. Just going to have to get cut. So I think this is by 5 inches. So let's just go in there. Is this 3 3/4? Yes, by 5 inches. And then the other thing that's really nice in this particular stamp set is this one right here. So I feel bad doing that. So I'm just going to come in actually, and you know, you can do a card with just this on the front itself. Like I say, it really lends to simple cards. Gotta like those kind of stamp sets that do that. So I'm just actually going to come in and I think I'm going to do these. Hello, Donna. Let's just put that right there. We'll see what it looks like in the old olive. I know my old olive needs re-inking. I know it does, but for this I didn't want, because of those thatched ones, I didn't really want to go. There we go. Let's just put that up. You know what? Let's also add to the inside. I think this is one of those ones that's almost going to be dead. There we go. All right. So monochromatic, green, and simple are the clues for today. Don't forget to enter yours in. And I will do a draw for Saturday. There we go. And do I want to put any gems on there? Do I need to put any gems on there? I could put, oh, I know which ones I'll put on here. I think these ones will be kind of nice. These are the ones, they are called, oh, look, I just found something that was supposed to be somebody else's. These are called adhesive back textured dots. And I'll just put those on there as well. All right. These are nice because they're quite a bit smaller than what you normally get. They're usually quite big. There we All right. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Oops, let's see. How do I get back up there? There we go. Um, um, and if you are watching this on a replay, just mention that you are watching it on a replay. I really do appreciate it when you do that too. The more comments I have on there, the better it is for the algorithms and everything else. Thanks, Janet. Simple card, right? It's very simple. Simple, but it's effective. Like I say, I did overcook it. So I think this wow embossing powder, you've got to be a little bit more careful with it. But I also think it's because it was the watercolor paper. I honestly do think that. All right, you guys. Remember, if you live in Canada and don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to work with you. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. And we will see you tomorrow at 4:15 Pacific time. And that'll be part of my Now What series. So I got to, if there's something you want to see me do with, just reach out to me, or I'll just come up with something on my own. I have no idea what I'm going to do until later in the afternoon. Great for Christmas or a thank you. Yes, it's amazing what you could use this for. Awesome. All right, you guys, take care. Bye for now.